de boa, assim, mais tranquilo, né?
Sabe um bagulho, um conteúdo que eu queria ver algum brasileiro, talvez faça, mas eu não conheço. Eu tava vendo outro dia lá eu esqueci o nome do canal, acho que é Slow Mo Guys.
Sim.
Do caralho, porque eu já vi, acho que nesse próprio canal, eles quebrando um vidro, que você bate no vidro, naturalmente ele se estilhaça.
Aham.
E quando os caras colocaram na super câmera lenta, tinha uma onda de impacto, o vidro retorcendo assim, redondo, fazendo assim, antes de quebrar. Você nunca ia imaginar que é assim.
For it. Am I level? Oh, look at that. Okay, Dan, it's time for some maths.
Ok.
Não
E
tinha o
teve
que
algum que
estragar.
tu sentiu perigo? Tipo, caralho, isso aqui é perigoso de fazer.
Cara, teve alguns. Alguns. Eu tinha muito receio quando eu tava mexendo com algum metal pesado. Mercúrio, essas coisas assim, porque é muito tóxico. Tá? Vapor de mercúrio, essas coisas assim, é muito perigoso. Chumbo e etc. assim. Então, esses vídeos eu tomava muito cuidado, é sempre com equipamento de segurança real assim mesmo. Mas eu acho que de medo de vídeo, assim, é incrível, né? Que você se ferra com os que você não tem medo.
Sim.
Porque
Você relaxa,
faz sentido.
Né? Baixa a guarda.
eu assim, é da minha área, metalurgia, coisa assim. Todas as vezes que eu me machuquei, foi com vídeo de metal derretido, de derreter coisa. Assim, que eu me machuquei de verdade, né? Então, assim, quando era alguma coisa que não estava tanto na minha área de conforto, eu acabava tomando muito mais cuidado.
Mas esses são os mais maneiros de fazer?
São. Se o YouTube deixar de fazer, são, cara. Real mesmo, sim, são. Porque é um efeito visual muito da hora. É muito legal, assim, né? Você tem uma grandeza no conteúdo que não tem como você alcançar com coisas mais de boa, assim, mais tranquilo, né?
Sabe um bagulho, um conteúdo que eu queria ver algum brasileiro, talvez faça, mas eu não conheço. Eu tava vendo outro dia lá eu esqueci o nome do canal, acho que é Slow Mo Guys.
Sim.
Os caras eles pegaram um ovo, aí botavam um ovo aqui assim num bagulho, aí tinha uma arma, um calibre grosso até, um projétil sinistro, que eles colocavam, ficava fixo num lugar, e eles tinham um aparato que ia fazer aquela arma disparar, dar o tiro no ovo, e o ovo naturalmente se desmancha, e eles filmam aquilo em câmera lentíssima.
É satisfatória, né?
Muito, mas assim, eles vão... começa mostrando normal, tu vê, cara, tá, estourou o ovo. Aí depois, em câmera lenta que a gente conhece. Aí vai ver o ovo quebrando, pá. Aí depois, 2 vezes mais lenta.
Caramba.
E vai ficando muito lento pra caralho, que até umas câmeras que até o campo de visão delas é diferente.
reduzido,
Porque pra pegar só aquilo ali, não sei o quê. E caralho, é muito maneiro.
Satisfatório.
Isso do caralho, porque eu já vi, acho que nesse próprio canal, eles quebrando um vidro, que você bate no vidro, naturalmente ele se estilhaça.
Aham.
E quando os caras colocaram na super câmera lenta, tinha uma onda de impacto, o vidro retorcendo assim, redondo, fazendo assim, antes de quebrar. Você nunca ia imaginar que é assim, tá ligado?
O Barone chegou a comprar uma câmera, o super slow, né? Não lembro quantos FPS fazia, mas dava pra ver, por exemplo, um projétil. Você disparava, você conseguia ver o projétil indo assim. Só que, cara, esse é o que eu tô falando. A barreira pra você conseguir produzir esse conteúdo é infinita. Uma câmera dessas que os caras usam no final, que consegue filmar em pelo menos 1080p ali, é pra parada de assim, você vai pagar mais de 1 milhão.
Que
Caramba.
isso?
É caríssimo.
Não,
Super caríssimo.
é absurdo.
É
1 milhão
sério?
em uma câmera?
Acho que é uns 250 mil dólares, assim, pra
Meu
mais.
Deus do
Pra
céu. Eu sabia que era muito caro, mas é que isso daí tá ligado quando você pensa, é muito caro, é 50 mil reais. No fim é 700 mil reais. O quê?
É uma tecnologia muito específica,
A
sabe?
mais-
Quantas pessoas vão
Sim.
comprar uma porra
É
dessa?
feita a mais barata que tem custa isso. Assim,
Entendi.
o Barone tem, acho que é uns 25, 30 mil reais. Tá? Assim, então é um negócio que é extremamente complicado. E assim, a do Barone já é uma legalzinha, mas depende muito de iluminação. Quando você vai pegar os FPS, sei lá, filmar a 60 mil FPS, você vai conseguir dar um slow legal, já fica recortado ali no 480p. Então, para você conseguir ter 60 mil FPS mais, 120 mil FPS mais, Acho que esse cara tem até câmera de 200 mais até, nem sei qual que é o FPS que eles estão gravando hoje em dia. É caríssimo o equipamento, é caríssimo pra conseguir gravar em qualidade boa. Então, assim, esse é um conteúdo... Eu até conheci esses caras pessoalmente.
É mesmo?
É, por isso que eu conversei com eles, perguntei, cara, pô, sei lá. Até dei ideia deles fazerem o que os caras estão fazendo aí hoje em dia, né? Dublando conteúdo, né? Mas é muito, muito caro.
É um absurdo mesmo isso daí.
Assim,
Porra!
e assim, o padrão de consumo brasileiro, você vai fazer isso aí, vai ser um nicho
Sabe
muito
que é maluco?
pequeno, cara.
Vocês estavam falando antes aí do AdSense dos caras lá, como é lá na gringa, né? 6 meses o cara paga essa porra aí.
Não é nem só isso, não é só o AdSense, o job lá é incrivelmente mais caro.
Hello there, I'm Gav.
I'm Dan.
We're the slow-mo guys. This should be a nice simple video. How fast does glass crack?
I actually don't know, but we did that one video with the pirate's jug where we saw it.
Yeah, but it was actually quite difficult to figure out the speed because the crack was going through a curved Pyrex jug handle.
It was about this big.
It's almost like we need a really long piece of glass with foot markers on it.
Where could we get one of those, do you think? Oh,
here's one.
Oh, here's one. Look at this. I wonder what this is doing here.
So, in theory, if we break this at one end, the crack should rush through it. I'm going to put foot lines on it and we'll be able to determine the exact speed of a glass break.
What I've done here with our 7-foot piece of glass is I've spray painted exactly a foot along the glass. Now the foot's going to start from the camera's point of view, the left-hand side of the blue. So this edge is going to be exactly a foot from here, and this one's going to be exactly a foot from here, etc. So we should be able to calculate the exact speed.
For glass, as we know, we need very high speeds. The Phantom Flex 4K only does 1,000 frames a second. Not worth it. Won't see, it'll be a couple of frames, maybe, if that. We've got the 2512 here today. We usually use the 2511. This is the next revision. Has a different Cinemag and a much bigger internal memory, but other than that, it's the same camera. So we'll start at 28,500 frames a second. Bit nerve-wracking, this.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. Right, you stand there.
Bit of foam, so you've got there for protection.
Yeah, you've got to protect the glass, otherwise it'll smash before we're ready.
Oh,
cool. So I'll hold it here.
Okay, you got it?
I think so.
I'm gonna bung in a ton of shutter here. 45 degrees?
Oh, that's naughty. You never do that.
Bloody naughty, innit?
Let me just grip this with this and see if I can smash the glass with just a pair of pliers.
Okay,
Ready?
go for it.
Oh! That worked.
That really worked.
Whoa!
Just vanished.
God! I didn't expect to be able to do that. And then it just went... Woof. You're really framed up on the edge there, aren't you?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, snap.
Whoa! Cool!
That's really cool.
Whoa, I'm surprised you could even see that much with the 28,000.
Yeah.
It's because it's so big.
This is our starting frame rate. We plan on going much faster. I also like the fact that if I speed it up a bit, it's like irrelevant of gravity. It splits up and down at the same time because I guess the pressure being released just goes bing.
It also shot forwards and at me.
Did
so
it?
when you crack it, it sort of explodes.
Yeah.
That's why it makes that like sort of sound where it pops, because it like has the pressure built up.
I'm glad we did this with paint instead of tape.
Oh whoa! Yeah, cool. Because yeah,
you could see it separate, and you can actually kind of see where everything was, even in the air.
it stays
jagged line
directly
right
in line underneath each other for ages there.
Bit faster.
Oh yeah.
Bit faster. So the way you can increase the frame rate on the Phantom cameras is you just lower the resolution. And as you may have noticed, the top and the bottom of the frame here are complete garbage, they're a waste. So what I can do is keep the width the same, but lower the vertical resolution to maybe something like that. And that way we're keeping all of the useful area, but it will give us the chance to go to, 63. Gets a bit darker, I'll open up on shutter to compensate. That should be additional information. So this time, I'll get some different colours on the go.
Yeah, I'm going to start by spraying each foot marker with a different colour.
Painting with Dan.
Yay! I'm just going to get it on the table here, but we're in a rush, so... That's red done.
I like that you're doing this across 2 tables. So you wrecked both at once.
I wanted to return one of them as well. Enjoy that. Lovely. So the right hand side of these, or your left, will be a foot long. This is pretty satisfying. slop it in there when you get a chance.
Okay, let me try and fill the frame with this mad lad. Go for it.
Am I level?
Oh, look at that. Okay, Dan, it's time for some maths.
Okay.
Just reverse this. I'm going to get up the true time of this crack, and we'll measure how long in seconds it took each foot to break. There's a slight discrepancy between each one just because of which side of the foot marker the crack landed on that particular frame, but don't worry, we'll average them out.
More maths.
Giving us an average time of 0.002 seconds per foot, which is 4,758 feet per second. And for the international audiences, that's 1,458 meters per second, 3,262 miles per hour, 5,250 kilometers per hour, or Mach 4.2.
Oh, my mind is blown. I don't think that there's anything that's like physical that's quick. What's physical that's quick? Like, what goes Mach 4.2 apart from spaceship? Nothing.
It's almost,
That's insane.
it's weird how, like, none of it overtakes anything else. Like, okay, so it starts as round, right? See that? It starts
Yeah.
rounded.
Yeah.
So the middle of the glass is actually ahead of the sides. But it catches up, and then it's all just going in a line.
Do you know what I think? Right.
That is not, I didn't expect to see that.
I think what it looks like is if this was actually a circle, like if it was like a 14-foot circle,
Yeah.
and you smash the middle, it would all go out in a circle. But we're just seeing like a section of that. So if you imagine that it starts off as a small circle and it gets bigger and bigger, it's not actually flat when it gets to the end. It's still slightly curved.
So I'm just imagining a circle getting bigger, therefore the edge is getting flatter.
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody mental. Now I kind of want to do it with a big circle.
Fresh out of 14-foot glass circles, unfortunately.
Got a church window. Right, so that was 78,000.
Multicoloured, yeah.
I think it's time to get carried away.
This bad boy's capable of some serious... what are you thinking?
Let's let it stretch its legs.
Take out for a spin.
We'll reduce the horizontal width as well. Lose some more on the vertical. Maybe go 256 by 96, that's small enough. Giving us a frame rate. Oh, 481,500 frames a second. Because we're now so cropped in, I'm only going to be seeing 2 colors, so there's no point painting the rest.
Waste of paint.
Waste of paint. Glass is cool.
It's wicked, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, ridiculous.
How much can you see?
Bloody stupid this is.
God. Jeez. That one popped.
Let's look at this ridiculousness.
Oh, goodness.
It just looks like a software wipe. It's like we took 2 pictures and then just wiped across.
It just instantly turns into like lizard skin. The green
Yeah.
just turns into like scales. This camera's so cool. It just records all that. Like that happened and it recorded it at that.
Yeah, this camera saw everything. Final aftermath.
Another pretty aftermath, I have to
Yeah,
say.
it's not bad.
It sounds like snow too, listen. Sounds like snow. But what's cool is the fact that because obviously we did it all in colour order, it's all stayed there. And look, this looks like it's an intact piece of glass, but it's actually totally smashed.
It's gone, it's just held together by the...
Yeah, which is why it was good that
Laminate.
we didn't record the paint side, we recorded the front side so you can see the cracking and the colour.
Well, we learnt the speed that a crack propagates through laminated sheet of glass.
Yeah, bit of tempered action. You couldn't tell with the little video we did before, but that really demonstrated it. It was so fast.
And the way it starts as a circle and then basically gets bigger from a circle, even though it's a flat rectangular piece of glass. I was really impressed by that. I didn't expect to see that.
I guess you'd never know it unless you see a long piece of glass in slow motion.
In my head, you were going to crack it and it would just come across as a straight wall the whole way. But I was like,
Same.
oh, of course, it's going to crack from that point. And the fact that it evened out was very cool to me.
Yeah, it was awesome.
hopefully you enjoyed that video. Bung it a like if you did. There's a dislike button too, that's always fun. Subscribe to the Slow-Mo Guys, and we've got a second channel. Any closing thoughts, Daniel?
I guess better get a broom, I suppose.
Better get a broom.
Yeah.
Yep.
For this this grass.
Grass?
I meant grass that time.
Okay, yep, good.
Because I've got to sweep up the glass from the grass. Yeah.